nation. We tear along the gales with rum inside our bellies, warm and freedom in our sails. A wayward bunch of scoundrels, assassins, thieves and slaves. The rich and blue bloods fear us when we hunt upon the waves. And when you see it coming, that flag of baleful black, no point in turning tail, there's no escaping our attack. Yo ho, we row beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go, we own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we row beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go, we bleed the kingdoms dry. Against us, a pirate knows no fear. Our steel is ready and our retribution is severe. We plunder from the greedy with blood and with our steel. We rob the rich of their ill-gotten gain and make them kneel. Behold the ocean's mysteries, the tales of ancient deeds. We follow in the footsteps of a silent secret creed. The black flag, a rollicking we go, we own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we row beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go, we bleed the kingdoms dry. Hoist the black flag, lads. Justice runs in crimson river. Yo ho, we row beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go, we own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we row beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go, we own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we row beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go, we bleed the kingdoms dry.
Before you to tell the truth most dire. There lurks a traitor in our midst who hath invoked the captain's ire. Don't deserve no mercy, we ought to shoot him with a gun, but I am not an evil man, so first let's have a little fun. We'll tie that scoundrel to a rope and throw him overboard. Drag him underneath the ship, a terrifying deadly trip. Keelhaul that filthy landlubber, send him down to the depths below. Make that bastard walk the plank with a bottle of rum and a yo-ho-ho. Keelhaul that filthy landlubber, send him down to the depths below. Make that bastard walk the plank
fierceness he is no match. The only thing in all the seas Thor could never catch. With scales tough as shining steel and steel and heart and mind, across the world and back again his body he can wind.
The powder snake will drag you down and drown you in his flesh. Beware to swim and fear to sea, he likes his dinner fresh.
We are two mariners, our ship's sole survivors, in this belly of a whale. Its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill. You may not remember me, I was a child of 3 and you a lad of 18. But I remember you, and I will relate to you how our history's in a weave. At the time you were a rake and a roustabout, spending all your money on boys and hounds. You had a charming air, all cheap and debonair, my widowed mother found so sweet. And so she took you in, her sheets still warm with him, now filled with filth and foul disease. As time wore on, you proved a dead-ridden, drunken mess, leaving my mother a poor, consumptive wretch. And then you disappeared, your gambling arrears, the only thing you left behind. And then the magistrate reclaimed our small estate, and my poor mother lost her mind. Then one day in spring my dear sweet mother died. But before she did, I took her hand as she dying cried. Oh,
Find him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers to splinters, turn him to a hole until he wakes up naked, clawing at the ceiling of his grave.
it took me 15 years to swallow all my tears among the urchins in the street, until a priory took pity and hired me to keep their vestry nice and neat. But never once in the employ of these holy men did I ever once turn my mind from the thought of revenge. Oh. One night I overheard the prior exchanging words with a penitent whaler from the sea. The captain of his ship, who matched you toe-to-tip, was known for one cruelty. The
'cause your mother will watch over you as you avenge this wicked deed.
And then that fateful night, we had you in our sight. After 20 months at sea, with your starboard flank abeam, I was getting my muskets clean when came this rumbling from beneath. The ocean shook, the sky went black, and the captain quailed. And before us grew the angry joys of a giant whale. Don't know how I survived. The crew all was chewed alive. I must have slipped between his teeth. But oh, what providence, what divine intelligence, that you should survive as well as me. It gives my heart great joy to see your eyes fill with fear. So lean in close and I will whisper the last words you'll hear. Oh.
None of us quite sure if we would see England again. Some fool muttered death or liberty. There were 6 of us together, a jolly hungry crew. And as the days went by, you know, our hunger quickly grew. Some fool muttered death or liberty. So that night we made fires out of twigs and out of bark, and our stomachs, they were grumbling out through the night so dark. We were only trying to keep ourselves alive. When the sun came up next morning, the 6 had turned to 5, and I said, right, there's another one, don't you frown. Chew your meat, can't hold it down. It's a tale they won't believe. when I get down to Hobart Town. All five of us were nervous, and I'll tell you that's a fact. But you should have seen the bastard who was carrying the axe. He was a sick man, he had murder in his heart. And then we reached the Franklin River, and it took 2 days to cross. We were wet and almost starving, and for food we're at a loss. We were hungry men with murder on our minds. So that night we made fire out of twigs and out of bark, and the stomachs they were rumbling out through the night so dark. And they were making noises the dead could not ignore. When the sun came up next morning, the fire had turned to 4, and I said, right, there's another one, don't you frown. Chew the meat and hold it down. It's a tale they won't believe when I get down to Hobart Town. Well, the 4 of us kept marching to a place called Western Tears, a country full of tasty game. For us it held no cheer, we had no guns, we were traveling without hope. The axe it loomed so ominous, and God's hand was at play. The sick man is the type of game that cannot run away. So stay easy, my poor man, your time's at hand. So that night we made fires out of twigs and out of bark, and our stomachs they were grumbling out through the night so dark. I can't say that I felt guilty, after all it wasn't me. When the sun came up next morning, 4 and turned 3, and I said, right, there's another one, don't you frown. Chew the meat and hold it down. It's a tale they won't believe when I get down to Hobart Town. The 3 of us kept moving, but one was fading fast. He'd been bitten by a snake, and you could see he would not last. So stay easy, my good man, your time's at hand. When he could last no longer, his days were fading fast. I'm far too weak to carry him, subsistency comes first. Stay easy, my good man, your time's at hand. So that night we made fires out of twigs and out of bark, and our stomachs they were grumbling out through the night so dark. It was a messy job, but it was one we had to do. When the sun came up next day, guess what? The 3 had turned to 2, and I said, right, there's another one, don't you frown. Chew the meat and hold it down. It's a tale they won't believe when I get down to Hobart Town. He'd been looking at me funny, so eyeing me for days. You would not need to be too bright to know that bastard's ways. He was a sick man, he had murder in his heart. But even bastards have to rest, and even bastards have to sleep. And when he was in the land of Nod, straight over I did creep. And the axe that he once wielded now is mine. So that night I made the fire out of twigs and out of bark, and my stomach it kept rumbling out through the night so dark. Can't say that I enjoyed it, it wasn't exactly fun. When the sun came up next morning, the 2 would turn to 1, and I said, right, there's another one, don't you frown. Chew the meat and hold it down. It's a tale they won't believe when I get down to Hobart Town. A pack of lies, as any fool can tell. So when I got down to Hobart Town, I told my story well. But do you think they would believe one word I said? For they thought I was covering for my mate still at large. Said they'd be roaming in the bush so wild and free. And back to old Macquarie Harbor they sent me. But I remember the fires made of twigs and made of bark, and my stomach it was grumbling out through the night so dark. And this young fool, he just said to me, it's liberty or death. and he looked around a tasty one. I just cannot help but sing it right. There's another one, don't you frown. Chew the meat and hold it down. It's a tale they won't believe. When I get down, when I get down, when I get down, I hope I tell.
High upon a hill in a land of long ago sat a woeful king waiting for the sting of death's impending blow. For a clockwork dragon to the west burned the village all away. Breathing fire and steam, it had now been seen heading in the kingdom's way. Protective of his subjects, this king issued a decree. He stood before his kingdom and cried, "This is what we need. Men of valor who will fight the dragon to the death. Warriors to go extinguish fierce and fiery breath. Selfless knights to fight in battle, man against machine. Heroes who will give their lives for king and queen." The dragon got the king's best men, they were no match for the beast. To the fire they'd run, and yet one by one every night wound up deceased. Now a wee young girl named Valerie, with an artificial heart, to the king did speak, and though small and meek, she was kind and she was smart. She asked the king, "Why don't we try approaching peacefully?" The king, he laughed and said, "Dear girl, I'll tell you what we need. Men of valor who will fight the dragon to the death. Warriors to go extinguish fierce and fiery breath. Selfless knights to fight in battle, man against machine. Heroes who will give their lives for king and queen." But Valerie was strong of heart, and she knew what she must do. Her clockwork heart was guiding her, and she had to follow through. And so she traveled to the fields, and she called the dragon near. As it flew on down, it could hear a sound quite familiar to its ears. The ticking of her clockwork heart sounded so much like its own, and the calming tick had reminded it of its maker way back home. The dragon bowed to Valerie to willingly concede. The humbled king then proudly shouted, "She's the one we need. We need Valerie to tame the dragon for us all. Who'd have ever thought our hero would have been so small? She has soothed the savage beast, so sound your horn and drum. We shall sing her praises now for years to come." Live! Long live Valerie!
we bring the harm. We sail for treasure.